Hey everybody, it's Kevin Dewalt of Prolego. In the 1990s, the Intel CPU was often referred to as the black hole of the personal computer because Intel would introduce new features that performed the same functions as other adjacent components in the motherboard. And so then PC manufacturers never needed these adjacent components, and some of these products and companies became obsolete pretty quickly. So that's why Intel was called the black hole. I think the same thing is going to happen around personal large language models and many SaaS products that you currently use today. So, what are personal LLMs? Personal LLMs are going to be systems of large language models trained to do activities for you as an individual. They're going to perform day-to-day routine tasks the way you like to have them done using your context and worldview, your language, and everything. It's like having a little personal assistant that just gets stuff done for you. Scheduling meetings, shopping for stuff, interfacing with other, third-party applications. Pick your flavor. Just imagine having a little personal assistant that runs in the background and gets things done for you. Well, a lot of the tasks that these type of personal LLMs are going to do will basically absorb current functionality offered by a lot of SaaS products, especially SaaS products that are offered at the lower cost range for a mass market, individual, or small team audience. I'm thinking of things like basic project management, scheduling app, to-do lists, workflow tools, the kind of activities where they're not technically hard, but they're just annoying enough for lots of different people that having a third-party product do them for you saves you time and effort, and that's why people pay for these companies, and some of them have become quite large. Let me give you one example because I think it's the easiest for most of us to understand, and that's these scheduling apps. And so there's these kind of products have come and gone over the years. In fact, I built one about 10 years ago, so I'm a little bit familiar with the space. So they allow you to connect your calendar to a third-party application, and they give you a page that other people can come in and book meetings with you based on your preferences about when you want to be available and the time of days. And they're huge time savers. Anybody knows it's a lot better than trying to email back and forth to find the best time for people. So many of these products have become quite successful, but they don't really have a significant technology moat. There's it's not a lot of unique IP or architecture about them that gives them a sustainable competitive advantage, especially when compared to something like a large language model. Now, you can imagine a personal LLM that does a lot of things for you, and scheduling is just one small feature of the LLM, in addition to shopping and reminding you of things, and giving you your daily boost, or reminding you the last time you worked out. Pick whatever you would want it to do. Well, scheduling would just be a feature of that, and arguably it could do it better than the way a lot of these third-party scheduling apps are currently done. So therein lies the black hole for these SaaS companies, because the challenge with that a lot of these companies are going to find is that these are, of course, all of them are successful. They're run by great entrepreneurs and they have great teams and great engineers. And every single one of them is going to have a large language model strategy. And they're going to be looking at this fantastic new tool and thinking, look, how can I make my application better for my customers with LLMs? And I'm sure there's lots of ways they can do that. Unfortunately, they're stuck in the classic innovator's dilemma, because what they're not planning for is a disruption where their core value proposition is effectively a free or an incremental add-on for a more comprehensive product that consumers are going to gravitate to. So while they may have the best LLM strategy for their current workflow and product, how will they combat that feature being available in another product, whether it's a free or paid large language model that's designed for personal use that has scheduling as just a part of it? And so I think that's going to be the dilemma. So the winners and losers that come out of this next phase of personal LLMs are really going to be the companies that truly innovate around their business model and their value proposition for customers, and maybe for different customers. So it's going to be an exciting time. I think we're going to have an entirely new wave of SaaS companies that are birthed based on the ability of LLMs. But many of the current players in the marketplace, even the ones that are fairly dominant, are going to be stuck in this innovator's dilemma, and it's going to be hard to compete. So it's going to be pretty exciting times for the space, and we should see a lot of interesting new products and features coming out in the years ahead. Anyway, have a great day. Hope it helps.